as the mayors of Taipei and Shanghai met virtually on Wednesday amid the highest tensions between the two sides of the Strait in decades. The difference in the language used was stark. The Shanghai mayor opened with a nod to Beijing's assertion that Taiwan is an inseparable part of China. From his counterpart, a more realistic look at a relationship that is hanging on by a thread.
我还是认为交流比断流好，对话比对抗好，友善比仇恨好。
Beijing cut all official exchange between the two governments after President Taiwan came to power in 2016, and has recently upped action against the president and her ruling party, which Beijing says is guilty of separatism. But hundreds of thousands of Taiwanese still study, work, and live in China. And economic and business ties between the two countries remain strong.
People do not care about the political conflicts and these kind of tensions, but they just want to complete their studies, or they just want to enjoy their works and their lives. But because of the political tensions, it is very difficult for them.
Beijing stopped most Chinese tourists from visiting Taiwan since 2019, and many of the cultural exchanges that remained have been halted by the pandemic. But recent moves from Beijing, including military threats, a blacklist of so-called Taiwan successionists, and a heavy fine against a Taiwanese conglomerate, threaten the last link between the two countries.
It is very difficult for Taiwan to cut off all of the ties, economic ties and business ties with China. But the political risk is getting higher and higher because China is becoming more ambitious on Taiwan.
After 90 minutes of talks, the two cities agreed to cooperate on zoos, science and culture. But with the country's leaders at loggerheads on issues of sovereignty and national security, it will be difficult for this latest exchange to bolster one of the most fraught relationships in the world. Klein, Wang and Glauert for TaiwanPlus.